Hello.
Hello, can you see me?
Yes, I can. How are you today?
Your name?
My name is Sandra. What is your name?
My name is Subham, and from which country you are talking to me?
I'm calling from South Africa. And you?
South Africa. Okay, great. And I'm from India.
Nice to meet you.
Same
So,
here.
Shabam, how can I help you today? What would you like to do with your English lesson?
Yeah, either you can start a session or you can have conversation as well. It's totally up to you.
Okay. So, where are you from in India?
Uh, I
Which
belong to the
city are you?
northern part of India, Uttar Pradesh. That is
Oh,
a state in India.
wonderful. And what's the
Yeah.
current situation like with COVID in India? Do you have restrictions or are you free to move around?
No, we don't have any restrictions now because we are recovered too much from the COVID and all this pandemic era. But sometimes you should take the precaution on the better process of yourself as an individual, and your government has put rules and regulation. That's why you should follow as well. But if you ask about COVID situation, then certainly it is better than the previous one we are having. So now it is
Yes.
okay, and people are just feel free and secure to themselves.
Wonderful. That's very good news. I think the same for us as well. We also don't have any restrictions at the moment, but still wearing masks and obviously hand sanitizing is the main
Yeah,
one.
that's mandatory.
And
Yeah.
yes, and to try and get vaccinated. Are you
So
vaccinated?
have you taken your shots or not?
Yes. So I have had the two shots. I need the booster one. Just need to get some time to go for the booster one.
Two shots, but not the booster one got yet because sometimes it takes time to just sorted the one. So we are not availing the booster one at the current time. Sorted the booster one, but if you talk about the previous two ones, yeah, certainly I have sorted one.
Yes. Wonderful. And I also am waiting to go for my booster shot. I'm ready. I'm ready now to go for the booster shot. I just need to find time to go because obviously I'm teaching most of the time. So, um, and then on the weekends, they also
Take
only
out of time and then go. Yeah.
yeah, so I need to just find a gap where I can go. And also to be able to take a little bit of time off to make sure that if anything, if I do react to the shot, that I'm okay. I'm not affecting any of my students. So
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
next month or towards the end of the month. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Wonderful.
You may take time, and
And
then certainly when you feel, then you can have a shot. Yeah.
yes, did you have any reactions from any of the shots?
No, I don't have gone through any reactions when I shotted my vaccines, but certainly a little bit fever in which I trapped, but after 24 hours, it's feel okay and like I was before. So that was the reaction which I can explain you.
Yes, very good. Well, that's wonderful to hear. And did you last with a fever for a while, or was it fairly quick to recover from? A couple of hours.
Yeah, it was a couple of hours you can say, but certainly it was painful for that time. That means within that 2 hours. But after that, I felt recovered and as usual.
Yes. So for me on the second one, I reacted a little bit um, to that one. So that's why I'm worried for the booster. I want to be able to have time off just to a day or two just to recover because the second one only for a couple of hours, maybe 8 or 9 hours did I suffer, but I got the fever, the body aches, just the feeling of feeling poorly. I just felt absolutely terrible. My body was aching so much that even to lie down or to sit was painful. But I didn't lie down. It started at about 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I got up at 5 o'clock like I normally do. And I just made sure that I kept moving, although I had very little energy and moved very slowly. But I thought it's better to move so that the vaccine can move through the body than to lie still. Because if I think
Yeah,
if I lie still, then I would
yeah.
have taken longer to recover and maybe got worse symptoms.
Recover. Yeah,
But
you are right.
yes, and then by later that afternoon, I was feeling much better. So it really was a good thing to keep moving. So then I was fine. Then I was back to normal. So just a couple of hours of feeling poorly. So now for the booster
Yeah.
shots, I'm scared because if that happens again, I need to make sure that I don't have to
Yeah, so
try
you
and
will
teach
take a
try and
little
teach
bit two or
physically.
three some each body portion. So that's why you are not having so much time to just spoil yourself in such a way that means
Yeah,
you can lie down for 2 or 3 days. So that's why you are scaring. That means you should have a booster one or
yeah.
not. But I think you certainly you should take this despite of all these things. That means you will feel ache in your body or all these things.
Yes, yes. No, no, I will go for the booster shot for sure. It's
Yeah,
just to get the time, just so that I've got some time to, because when I got the second shot, I was teaching that morning, and I just felt so poorly. And I had one of my regular children, and shame, he's like, "No, go lie in bed and teach me from bed." So I said, "No, it's okay. I will get through
yeah,
it.
I understand.
I just don't have the lively energy you want me to have. So I don't want to have to feel like that with teaching. I don't want my students to feel that I'm not giving my 100% to them. You see."
100%. Yeah, that's a great spirit to have. Sometimes people often complain that means our teacher is not giving us 100%. So that's the issue. But certainly your views on this is tremendous good. And I like this attitude.
Yes,
That means you always follow
yes,
your 100% to give the frontier first.
yes.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a lovable thing. Yeah.
I'm very passionate about teaching, and and I love spending time with my students. So I want to make sure that I'm feeling good and energetic, and
Good
not
and giving
feeling
my
like
100%. Yeah.
not feeling like, "Hi, guys, sorry, I feel sick today." I you're going to have days like that, and some days you can pull through and find the energy. But from that vaccine, everybody knows it drains that energy completely out of you. So I don't want to feel completely flat where I'm really struggling just to do the lesson. I don't think it's fair for the student either, for myself and the student.
On
So
weekly
I
basis
need to
or on monthly basis, you take leaves or not?
no, I teach 7 days a week.
Okay, and on
So,
month basis, you just don't take any leave or you should take.
I do take leave, like end of
So
February. I
in
took
that leave, in between when you are in between that leave, then you can certainly have your dose. So
yes,
I
but when
suggest you for that.
when I went on that leave, we were going away, and we were going away to the bush, so there was no time or availability to go and have the shot for that leave because we left early in the morning to go to the place. And also, when I take leave in April for the Easter weekend, I'm teaching the morning, and the minute I'm finished teaching, we're leaving to go away. So there again won't be time to go for it. But there will be a weekend where I can go. I will find a time.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it will happen. It will happen. But also, I don't need to. I at least have the two vaccines. The booster, it's okay if I take a little bit of time to get the booster. It's not troublesome if you go later. It's troublesome if you try to go for it earlier. You see,
So what
you're
do
not a
you
you,
do for your occupation? That means what you are a teacher or what do you
just
practice
a
in your
teacher.
life for earning purpose? Just a
Teacher.
teacher.
hmm Just a
Yeah.
teacher. I teach on two
English
platforms. I
teacher you
teach.
are?
Yes, I teach on two
Yeah,
platforms.
that
One on
that is Cambly.
Cambly and another
One
platform.
is Cambly and the other one.
The other one I teach for
Sorry, what?
Amazing Talker. Yeah, so
Okay. So
amazing
this is
tool.
like
I have
Cambly
a lot
or
of
other
children.
platform this is?
It's a different platform, and I have a lot more children.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is an online platform or offline
Yes.
platform?
No, it's an online platform as well.
Okay.
Also an online platform. So I
So
teach at home
just
every day in my office. Yes.
okay. So you are living but sometimes when you love your passion and just you are getting the same thing by your occupation as well, so you feel pleasant yourself. So that's, I think, if you love a particular thing and you are having a job in that field, so it gives a lot of
Yes.
satisfaction to you, as I can see. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So
No, I
that is
do.
mandatory to have.
I love teaching, and I like the balance between adults and children. I like having that
Yeah,
balance.
you are right. And whenever you just feel yourself such way, that means you are delivering the same thing which can improve the life of other person. Then this gives you another pleasure. So I think the
Yes.
job of teacher is like such way. That means this is not about the curriculum or syllabus. It is all about having passion, charm, dedication, and
Yes. And I
internal bonding
learn.
with children. And
Absolutely.
yeah,
And
all these
adults. And
things
I
I
learned
think.
so
Okay.
much about cultural differences and what happens in your country and my country. No, it's
So
wonderful.
have you ever been to India?
No, but I do want to come to India. It is on the bucket
So
list one
that is,
day.
yeah, thank,
It is on the
yeah,
bucket
I
list one
can
day when I can
see.
afford to. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
countries. There's
So
a lot of countries
can
I
you
wish
tell
to
me,
travel
you
to.
belong to South Africa? So one of tutor of mine, when I was having conversation with them, they said they have the general myth in South Africa that India is overpopulated and having dirty places. So what is this myth is true regarding that, or he was telling lie?
Well, I do believe India has got a very high population for your country, and I mean, there's other countries that also have a high
But
population, like
you
China and
at the same
America.
time you should not believe that in a negative way. You believe in
No,
this negative way or
no.
positive way? I'm just asking.
I want to go and visit your country. I think you've got some beautiful places in your country. Um, if
Yeah,
anything,
that's for sure.
I would love to come when you have the Color Festival, to participate with locals. I am not a tourist kind of person that I like to go only to the places where you go. I feel you get to know the country, um, with where you spend the time where no tourists go, where you're actually with the locals to get the true feeling of that country. So I haven't had
Humanity. Yeah,
the
I
opportunity.
understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not about. I was asking for perceptions. What South African people have the perception regarding India?
Yeah.
So what was
No,
that? This was true or false? That was I mean.
I think India is very similar to our country. We've got a lot of townships. We've got people living in shacks with
Yeah, I
no
know.
electricity and water. So
Yeah,
I think all countries have something similar. We have a lot of poverty, and I know India also has a lot of poverty. So I think our countries are very similar,
yeah.
in ways. And I think your country also has some beautiful attractions as well. Um, and
Physical
including your
property. Yeah,
food.
yeah, I understand.
For me, the one thing I do really want to go and see in India is the Taj Mahal, but the other is to eat
Yeah,
a lot of your food. I'm hoping not to get Delhi belly, and hopefully people will be able to make the food not too hot, because I like Indian food very much, but not too hot. So hopefully I could find some local places with some of your local curries beautifully made, where they're not
but you are
too hot for me to eat.
then how will you make possible of that? I don't think you will get time and visit India. I don't think so.
Well, you never know where life takes you, but it is on my bucket list. I have
Yeah,
quite a few
that's right.
countries I would love to travel to, and who knows where our future lies and what opportunities we come across.
Yeah,
But yes,
you can't
just
predict
to
things.
travel.
Yeah, I understand.
To travel in general, yes, right now there's no ways I can afford to travel at all. But who knows? Maybe
Yeah,
things change and I'm able to
things
put
change.
money
Yeah,
aside and save and choose a country to go to visit first. Um, but obviously there is some countries where I'd like to go to first, where I've got some friends and family that I haven't seen in a while, and a different country that I've never been to. So it would depend which one to go to first, and which ones we can do.
Yeah.
But it was lovely chatting to you, Shabam. Good luck. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
Same
Bye
here.
bye.